Today I'm gonna demonstrate the Evolution Solo game mode that I have adapted from Nature Solo, its successor. I couldn't wait for it to arrive, so I just went on and adapted the rules for Evolution Solo. It plays as two-player games, so it's set up the same way, except for those additional solo cards that I will demonstrate during the game. I designed it so it is compatible with any expansion and micro expansions and promo cards. So here we're gonna just play with the base game, but also with scenario and plants, but no promo cards in this game. The scenario we have is the Great Permanent Extinction. Species can only have one trait card. But without further ado, let's go for the first round. So, we get our new species. I will be on this side, and my opponent, which is called Radwin, will play on this side. So the difference is that whenever Radwin gets a new species, it draws a solo card. Solo cards have a list of 3 colors, number 1 to 3, and those are priorities. The first color of color number 1 also gives some specific bonus to that species. In this case, it's a green species, so one population survives to starvation. When dealing the cards, you always start with Radwin, and at the normal difficulty level, Radwin gets one more card value. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1. Then comes the adapting phase, and during the adapting phase, you always start. So you don't know yet what Radwin will do. Let's see what we have done. I think I will go safe and protect my species right now with climbing. Discard 1 card to increase population of plants, and discard the other 2 to increase body size and population. Now, Radwin's turn. Usually the first card of Radwin's hand would be given on the watering hole, but since we're playing with plant, we don't have that. So the next card is put aside and will be kept in Radwin's hand until next turn, or if it needs it for any trait like intelligence. Before dealing the other traits, we can see that Radwin has the same amount of species than me, so that is not acceptable for Radwin. So it will discard 1 card to get a new species with a new solo card. Ooh, a red species, aggressive. Red species have a +1 body size when attacking, so basically +1 attack. Now let's deal the trait cards one by one. So we reveal the first one, Carnivore. It's a red card. We look at which solo card has that color and in its highest priority. So in this case, it will be the red species, which become Carnivore. Now, when giving a trait to a species, Radwin will also increase either population or body size. In the case of Carnivore, we will always increase body size. Next, now, since we have Great Permanent Extinction, species can only have 1 trait, so this one is full. The only one to have space is the green species. However, it doesn't have yellow on its solo card, so this card cannot be given to any species, so it is discarded and will increase the population of the species with the least population. Here is a tie, so in case of ties, it's always the leftmost that wins. Hop. And finally, Symbiosis can go on this one, even though it is quite useless right now. Now, to determine if we increase body size of population, we look at the food value of that card. If it is 4 or more, we increase population. If it had been 3 or less, we would have increased body size. Now, concerning the plant species of Radwin, it will not discard any card to increase its population. It will just go one population below ours. No triggers, which you can just place the food. And now we feed. During the feeding phase, Radwin will always feed first. And it will always feed its non-carnivores first. So in this case, that species. Now my turn. This carnivore cannot attack me. But that will be the advantage of defensive traits. With Great Permanent Extinction, carnivore will be quite useless to defend the plants. It will again feed the non-carnivore until they are fully fed. Population lowers. Now I have no choice but to eat my own plant. And that's it. Now the carnivore. The carnivore will always attack in priority one of your species. However, in this case, it cannot, so it doesn't have a choice but to attack the symbiosis species. Take it once, take the food, take 1 meat, and unfortunately for Radwin, it will drive it to extinction. So in that case, we discard solo card. Remove that, and discard the traits and draw as many that we put on top of the card we had put aside at the beginning. Okay, don't forget to give 1 meat. This one goes all the way to the right, because new species are always added to the left. I forgot to mention that. And we are done for the round. So, new round. Same thing, Radwin's first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1. Adapting phase. I'm always starting. What do we have? Fertile will be quite useless. I think pack hunting will be completely useless in this with this scenario. Yeah, I think I can just go on and protect my species, and they should be completely safe. So I will discard Fertile to get a new species, and I will put it there. And give it Symbiosis. I think I will discard both. Increase that, expand population, and this species size, climbing species size. Now, Radwin. First card put aside for next hand. Radwin has less species than me, so it will discard the next card. Foraging to get a new species that we put to the left, and it's a white species. Now, white species have +1 body size when they are attacked. Now, let's give the traits. There's only 1 slot. Oh, also, yes, during this step, we only had 1 new species for Radwin. If we stay at 2 species each next round, it will add another one, so it has more species than me, but only 1 per round. So, defensive herding. So we increase population. All Radwin species have their traits slots full. So the cards left, we will discard them. We discard 4 cards, and we will increase population starting with the one that has the least. So we are tied, so leftmost gets priority. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Feeding. Radwin starts with the non-carnivores, so this one first. I don't have any carnivore, so it can feed from me without issues. And I will feed from there as well. This species can still feed from there. Now I will feed the climbing species so it doesn't disappear. Now this one cannot eat anymore. It should go to the carnivore now, however it cannot hunt anything. So we are done for this round. This species lost population this round. When any of Radwin's species loses any amount of population, it will discard the topmost trait and gives room for a new one. This species goes extinct. We discard the throw card, the board, and the trait, and draw a new one. This will move to the right. And next one. 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So I'm starting to get some card advantage over Radwin, which is pretty nice. Let's see, Ambush is completely useless again. And it makes Warning Call quite broken card. I will discard Ambush. Should I get a new species? No, I'm quite low population. I think I will discard Ambush and Scavenger, so to make a lot of plant and discard both 3 cards. 1, 2, 3 to increase the population of my current species. That will make Radwin makes a lot of plant too, so we will have some room to increase population. Let's see, first card put aside. Now Radwin has less species than me, so discard 1 card to get a new species, and it's a red one. Now let's see, defensive herding. White card goes there because this one has a higher priority. Food value 5 will augment population, which is quite fitting for a trait. Now Scavenger. So this species cannot take any more traits. This one doesn't have green, so we discard Scavenger and increase population of a species that has the least. And another defensive herding that will go there. 6, so we increase population. Now it will discard 2 cards and increase population. No triggers. Radwin gets to 4 population on the plant. Okay, that's a lot of food. Yeah, Radwin will get a lot of points there. It was not the best idea. So when deciding which non-carnivore species to feed first, Radwin will go for the one that can get the most food among all its species. So, for example, a species with cooperation will have a priority over a species that doesn't have it, or foraging, or other traits that could give it more food. But in this case, they can both only eat one at a time, so again, leftmost as a priority. No carnivore, so they can eat the same amount of food. Then the tiebreaker is which species has the least fed population, and then the tiebreaker is the leftmost. Plants population. This one. And I had just exact amount of food available there. But sadly Radwin will get to eat all my plants too. That was not the best calculation. It came back a bit. No population were lost, so those species will not change their traits. Next round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Let's see. I will definitely not go for a carnivore in that situation. Ambush is useless. I think I will discard one card to get a new species. I will give it intelligence. So instead of discarding one more card for the plant, I will keep one in hand and discard it. So just only my species get the food. And those two will be discarded to get population and body size here. No. Sorry. Up, we need a tiny bit of food still. That will not be enough for all my species, but I will be able to starve Radwin quite a bit. Radwin's the one put aside. It has less species than me, so it discard and gets a yellow species. Yellow species start with an additional population. So 1 body size, 2 population. Let's see. Trait. Only this species can take a trait. It's white, so it can take its symbiosis. Food value is 3, so body size, making symbiosis quite useless right now. And now we have 4 cards to discard. So population starting with the one that has the least. 1, 2, now the leftmost, 3, 4. Yeah, a lot of population will start this round. Still no triggers. Plant goes there, and quite so. So non-carnivore first. We can all eat one at a time. They're all not fed, so leftmost gets priority. Now I will feed the symbiosis. Now this one, and I will eat my own food. Give it to the climbing so it doesn't starve to death. Radwin cannot feed anymore. I can't either, except for discarding a card to intelligence, giving me those 2 food. This species lost almost everything. It will lose symbiosis. Same here. Bye bye defensive herding. And this species went down to extinction again. So we discard the trait and draw another card for Radwin. Move those to the right. And so there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Not bad at all. Should I risk to stop defending? I think it's worth it. I will remove symbiosis, give cooperation instead. I will discard those 2 to increase the population of plants. I will keep foraging aside just in case and discard 2 cards to increase population that way. Now let's see Radwin. First card put aside. Now it has less species than us, so it discard card gets a white species. Let's see the traits. We have intelligence, which is both red and green. So in that case, we look at all species that have red or green as their highest priorities. So in this case, 2, 3, and 1. So that species become intelligent. 6, so increase population. Symbiosis white. This species is the only one to have it as first, so it takes it. 3, we augment body size. And finally, ambush. The only card, the only species with a free slot doesn't have red, so we discard it, increase population. Another symbiosis. 1, we increase body size. So this symbiosis is useful even though there are no carnivores. And finally, we discard 2 cards to increase population. 1, 2. Now still no triggers. Let's feed. Now, they all can eat only one at a time, so leftmost first. Yeah, we'll obviously start with the cooperative species that would feed the climbing one. And continue. So Radwin will not use intelligence unless it doesn't have a choice, so it will feed its intelligent species as usual. And I will 2 for now. Up. And I am fully fed, so I can keep my foraging for next round, which is nice. And it looks like there was exactly enough food. Not exactly what I hoped for, but not too big of a deal. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I think I will definitely go for foraging species. The issue is that this round, Radwin will make a lot of population since it will only be able to place 1 trait. So if I increase my plant population a lot, there will be 1 million of food and Radwin will make a lot of points. So is it really the good decision? I think I will do the same as previously. I will go for 2 discarding 2 cards for population on the plant. I still need to discard 1 population for the species with foraging. 3 cards left. I think I will discard all of them. No point in keeping them, I think, to increase population and body size and this body size. Just in case, no, I will keep this one size 1 and keep a card in my hand for intelligence. Rather, first card aside, now it has less species than me, so new species, and it's a green species, finally back to green species. So a reminder, green species have 1 population that can survive starvation at the end of the round. So in this particular setup could be quite useful. And now traits, there's only 1 species that can take a trait, burrowing white. It has it. 3, increase body size, and that's it. Now 5 cards, oof, good ones too. 5 cards discarded for population. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Still no triggers. Again, they all can eat only 1 at a time. I will start with the cooperation species. Now we'll go for a foraging. No, not bad, not bad. This one, symbiotic. Now, I guess I will feed the intelligent species now. Oh, I forgot to move that. Now we'll have to feed from myself, so I will take 2 for cooperation climbing. This one burrowing. And we end up being fully fed. While Radwin still has some unfed population, however, it will discard the card kept in hand for intelligence, since it cannot feed any other way. So it takes 2 from the food bank. Now, this one is a green species, so only 1 population star and not 2, but since it lost population, it will still lose burrowing. This one lost 2 population and loses symbiosis. This one 2, and also loses symbiosis. And this one remains the only one fully fed. Yeah, the plant micro expansion really gives you a lot of control over the food supply, so it's kind of easier version, I would say, than with just the watering hole. However, here it's because we have great permanent extension, we are not able to make useful carnivores also. That doesn't help. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, a lot of cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we are in the end game. Did I give myself too many cards? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, shouldn't have that one. We are in the last round, so usually it's a nice idea to try to extinct the opponent species, but again, carnivore in this configuration is a bit tricky. Especially they all have white. Intelligent species, though, is only size 1, and it will not get a new trait. So I'm quite tempted, to be honest. I think I will go for that. I will remove... Oh, should I get a new species? Oh, yes, let's get a new species. Let's discard Pacanting to get yet another species. Let's give it carnivore. We will increase the plant population by 4 again. And now, its body size should increase. Oh, but if this one gets warning call, I'm done. Let's discard all those 4 and do 1, 2, 1, 2. Just to be extra safe. It's gonna be tricky. Also, it will get a new species. Let's see if it was a good idea or not. This one put aside. Now it needs a new species again. And it will be a red species. Ooh. And we will have a lot of trait to give all around. So not a lot of new population. Kinding red and white, so both those two have red and white respectively as their top priority. So we look at the second priority and red is there. So this species will get climbing for augment population. So this one I cannot hunt. Carnivore, and yes, we have a carnivore. So when giving carnivore, special rule, carnivore will always increase body size instead of population. Scavenger. Scavenger, green as topmost here. This one will feed. This one will feed a bit. That's annoying. Horns. The only species left. It has white, so we give it horn. 3. And it discards, I don't discard 2 cards to increase population. 1, 2. And augment the plant. Still no triggers for the entire game. We played without any trigger traits. Yeah, and we are ready to feed. So, non-carnivore first. They can all eat only one. So it will start with the leftmost, since they are all unfed. Leftmost. However, this time I do have a carnivore, so we will have to check every time if Radwin can eat from my plant or not. This one cannot eat from my plant, because it can, it can, but it will be attacked. So in that case, Radwin chooses to eat his own plant. Same remark from me actually. This one will get hunted. This one will get hunted if I go there, which is not good. This one too. Only this one, but I would rather feed it with cooperation. Maybe I can sacrifice one. No, it's useless. Let's eat from my own plant and see what happens. Now, this one I cannot attack, so it can feed from my plant. Or what if I attack this carnivore instead? So it will fill up also a scavenger. Yes, I should have done that first. Should be enough plant. Let's do that. I will attack his carnivore. Chooses one population. I get 2 meat. However, the scavenger will get 1, 2. Now, species with horns, I cannot attack it, so it takes from plant. Now I attack his carnivore again and bring it to extinction. Take 1 meat. This one gets extinct, we discard no solo card, we discard that trait, and we draw 1 card that can be useful for the intelligent species maybe. And the scavenger, of course, gets 1 meat. However, now my carnivore is full, so there is no question for Radwin if it can eat from my plant. Now let's feed the foraging species. Now they can all take 1, but tiebreaker is whoever is the last feed, so those 3, and then leftmost. So climbing takes 1 food here. Now I will eat the cooperation species, which triggers and give it to that one. And I forgot to keep a card in hand. Aye, oopsie. Let's see, first, anyway, this one will feed, and I have no choice but to use the last plant to feed that one. That one cannot feed anymore, but it will use intelligence to get 2 plants from the supply. Not too bad. It's quite equal. Quite equal. No, this one does not lose population actually because it's green. Nobody loses any population. If it had been the case, we would have still removed discarded traits, even if it's the last round. It's a way to punish Radwin for losing population and balancing a bit the points. And here we go. That was it. Now time to count the points. Let's see for Radwin's first. $55 for Radwin. And 52 for me. 55 for Radwin, 52 for me. Radwin just win by nothing. That was close. That was close. I'm surprised. I really thought I ate a lot more than that. But I guess in the later turns, when I put more food, it ate quite a bit more. And it ends up with more population than me too. So that's it. That was a demonstration for Evolution Solo with no expansion despite the micro expansions. And stay tuned for a demonstration with a flight.